Yeah, hi there. These comments are for JC, and I am Michael, or CJ, and I'm going to listen to your integrated speaking practice test from my online course, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And I'm going to go ahead and download it right now, so here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Nuclear energy technology can produce weapons. The risks of nuclear energy are some nuclear material cannot be detected.
Now wait a minute here. You're giving me all this information, but who is saying this? Where is this coming from? So you're confusing me a little bit. So you have to start off by the reading passage explains the dangers of nuclear energy, and the listening passage gives an example of one of those dangers. Something like that. That gives us some context so we can understand that this is a summary.
Detected. The professor uses a dramatic nuclear energy in Russia to illustrate the risks of the
nuclear energy. Dramatic? I don't think that's it either.
Be detected. The professor uses a dramatic nuclear energy in Russia.
No, the professor uses an example of a dramatic nuclear accident in Chernobyl. So, I don't think you're exactly accurate in what you're saying there.
To illustrate the risks of the nuclear energy.
But that is the purpose of the lecture, though. You have exactly stated the purpose.
In 1986, the number 4 reactor exploded, and this risk accident was the worst. At first, the professor points out 30 people died right away, and 2,900 people were poisoning. Then he mentioned
were poisoned by radioactivity.
That the explosion had a profound impact. For example, radiation levels were 1,400 miles away. In addition, thousands
radiation levels. You didn't quite complete that idea.
Explosion had a profound impact. For example, radiation levels were 1,400
were detected more than 1,000 miles away.
400 miles away. In addition, thousands of people died because of cancer. In the end,
thousands of people died of cancer due to their exposure from the radioactive fallout from the accident. You need to complete that idea so we can understand how the cancer is associated with the accident.
Tells us that Russia spent more than 3 times
Russia spent. Use past tense there.
Economical benefits because of the risk accident.
It's not because of the risk accident. You're confusing with the word risk and accident. No, they spent 3 times more money than the costs generated from the nuclear energy program all the way from the 1950s and the 1980s. The speaker is trying to point out that this is the most expensive accident ever in the history of that country, the former Soviet Union, am I right? The problem here is you didn't really set up your response in the beginning. You needed to set it up like this. The reading passage talks about the dangers of nuclear energy, and then the lecture illustrates one of those dangers. Did you notice you didn't really talk about any points in the reading passage? I think you should have spent about 20 seconds explaining some of the points in the reading, and here's the most important one. The International Atomic Energy Agency, according to the reading passage, has difficulty monitoring what countries are doing with the enriched uranium that they have. Are they using the uranium, according to the reading passage, to produce weapons or to use it for peaceful energy purposes? So the speaker or the writer in the reading passage is trying to point out that this agency has difficulty monitoring what countries are doing with this uranium. That's a point you didn't even mention. You left out 100%. So you really talked more about the lecture. You had some problems with your grammar and your vocabulary, I think, so you were limited in terms of expressing the ideas, and you did not really include any points, I think, from the reading passage. So this one, I'm going to put you at about 1.83 out of 4, 14 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. Now, for the purposes of our class, we have 1 point 8.3, this is going to put you at 65% on this assignment.